into our first map of the series. It is going to be our winners bracket final. It's FaZe versus Cloud9. Winner will go through to our grand finals. We're starting off here. Recharge Oddball.
All right, FaZe versus Cloud9. I want to see if FaZe can start off hot because Recharge Oddball is going to be a very difficult one. Cloud9 having a ton of success on Recharge, especially if they can get the shock rifle into their hand, and already a good start for FaZe Clan as Renegade gets taken down.
Always good to take down Renegade at any point in the game. StelluR going to pick up one though, Penguin going to pick up another, and now all of a sudden FaZe starting to fall apart a little bit. The opening strategy will be won by FaZe initially. However, a very, very important kill coming in to make sure that camo didn't get picked up. It didn't get burnt either. I think that camo's actually still down. You can see it glowing there in front of Bound, so it's still a scrap for the power-up here. Falcated picking up one is going to allow Bound to finally move in on that power-up, but there's Penguin. There's a bit of team fire, and that's going to be finally, it looks like something being picked up.
The knockback, he knocked back camo into his teammate. That was actually unbelievable. I'm not even sure if it was on purpose, but let's pretend it was for just a second and pretend that FaZe is absolutely starting to create the meta. And what a better time to do it than the winners finals now against Cloud9, because he knocks back camo into Falcated. Falcated now with Mangler camo able to push this player, go through him, turn around, get that first kill. Damage onto his second, so camo gets a little bit of the job done, but unbelievable start for FaZe Clan already.
Yeah, and then StelluR does his best impression of a tank because he just takes damage and just keeps moving forward. Somehow StelluR, through all of the carnage that was going down, managed to pick up the kills to clear out pipes, and now he's got the Oddball in his hands as well. Even though it's just a slim lead, C9 do have the Oddball in their hands, but look at this push coming in. It's a little bit surprising to see C9 having so many openings available for FaZe to push into there.
Surprising to me, surprising to you, surprising to Eco Smith as well. You got to be in a position to get that ball into the middle of the map if you feel pressure, but Eco didn't even feel the pressure until it was too late. The ball stays up in this yellow area, and because of it, FaZe now have an opportunity to get a setup of their own. If Eric Rona Snipedown can get a kill, and he does, Falcated finds a second, and this is big for FaZe. They're able to start slaying with the likes of Cloud9, and that's step one to getting the job done.
C9 though just keep flooding through pipes at the moment, and both teams had similar problems at the start of this game. It seems to have got some sort of setup, some sort of semblance of control, but then a couple of players just slip through pipes, and before you know it, the setup is broken. Bubu though has managed to get the next power up. That's going to be FaZe with 2 in a row now, so great start for them. There's a back smack, not going to count, and that's going to cost him a little bit of damage as well. Unfortunate for him not to have that back smack just immediately take down Penguin, but 2-4 here to C9. Rotation coming in beautifully here from FaZe as well, and he gets away with his life. Oddball in their hands, dragged it back to himself with that grapple. Look at this move from Bubu. This is beautiful stuff.
Such a heads up play here from bubu. The rotation, the understanding that you can rotate so much faster with grapple, especially when you grapple away, grapple the Oddball to you. 3 go down for Cloud9. So not only does bubu get the perfect rotation, but it puts Cloud9 in a very difficult situation. They see it happening, they overextend, and FaZe get the slays.
Snipedown has the shock rifle as well. StelluR's going to be creeping around from A, so a long way to go here for C9 to get the ball out of the hands of FaZe. Also having the ability to get that play ball is going to mean there shouldn't be too much of an opportunity for any ball time to be picked up, having broken this setup. There's a repulsor. There's Bubu. Manages to pick up one, though, somehow. There's a grapple. I don't know what's happening here, but Bubu's got 4 skills that many of us don't. He is a Jedi.
bubu is that player on FaZe that's going to determine, are they capable of beating Cloud9? When he is at his best, he is so difficult to play against. He is such a pain in the rear for Cloud9 right now, and if he can keep this up, he's going to make their lives so difficult trying to win this series, and it's just what FaZe need.
And Bound is causing disruption to C9 as well. You can see he's just always flanking, always being a nuisance, just looking to pick up that opening kill. StelluR is going to get it, though. Falcated trades out StelluR almost immediately. Renegade with a kill on the feed as well. But Bound, you can see, just waiting for his opportunity to pounce. Has that Mangler in his hands. There's Renegade going down bottom mid for the camo. Shut down by Bound, who escapes with his life. Does more damage onto Penguin, but it looks like C9 will get away with their first camo of the game.
Okay, so this is the first camo for C9. We remember bubu and Falcated each had 1 before this, and now Cloud9 look for their first opportunity at a real power swing here. They've secured their first camo. He actually opts to get ball, and that could be a very bad decision. Brings it right to Falcated. Falcated not only gets the kill, but also gets control of ball in a great area. Unfortunately, he actually decides to challenge a little bit. Now he understands that there's a member of cloud9 behind him he's got to deal with before securing some time. But luckily, the rest of FaZe, it looks like they're going to be in position to help him. And now FaZe have a full setup because Penguin with that camo brought them the ball.
Had a full setup though, because cloud9 managed to get the break. Bubu now going to have to move through the pipes of the manga in his hands. Going to be spotted out though. Those couple of shots, those few seconds are going to cost him his life and cost his team a few seconds. C9 will go back into the lead here, but it has been back and forth. Nobody's had full control of a setup so far and managed to hold off a push, but that opening kill is going to mean that numbers are in the favor of cloud9 on the map here. The push is coming in though again from FaZe, but it looks like C9 should be able to close this one down.
How insane is it that I feel like all we've seen is FaZe clutching up, getting such big kills, great rotations with the ball, but still they find themselves down now over 15 points in this game. It is so difficult to beat this cloud9 team. You nearly have to play perfect Halo, and even when it feels like FaZe is playing great, cloud9 still have a lead.
Slays in the favor here of cloud9 as well, so it looks like maybe it just took him a few minutes to get rolling, but cloud9 certainly starting to appear more and more on that kill feed, but bound with that opening kill as well to fall, excuse me, for cloud9 as FaZe get the ball back in their hands. There's bound again with yet another kill, but here's Renegade trying to make the break. Manages to get the double kill and the Oddball in his hands. There's a sword player though, but what? Oh, that's heartbreaking. I gotta say, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, I feel like he turned or something that had to happen there for that kill not to come through, and Renegade was the last guy alive for cloud9. Keep in mind, the next player was spawning across the map. He finds a double in pipes. Not only that, but he picks up the ball, ends up getting an unfortunate kill onto the sword player as well, rotates the ball away, and now Renegade may have just made the play of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if he made it or maybe it was made for him, but StelluR with that kill is going to trade out for C9 at least. 81-45 the score. That play has meant that C9 go into the lead now as they have 2 players dead, but so do FaZe. So Renegade trying to chase down these kills. Where is that Oddball though? It's down at the moment. Sword comes in from Falcated. That rights the wrongs of a few moments ago. The Sword needs to pick up a few more kills here for FaZe. There's some nice shots though coming in from Bubu. That's a 4, and now you're going to see the ball picked up. No, you're not, because Renegade and Penguin combine.
Yeah, you need to get more slays before trying to go for that ball, especially when you lose your shield in that fight. A good few kills go back in FaZe's favor, make it 2 straight. So now FaZe are going to have a 4-on-2, potentially the ball in hand, and they look to crawl back in this game. Now down about 30 seconds. It's going to take one real setup for FaZe to get back in this, but can they hold it for that setup is going to be the question, because right now, every single time FaZe has been in this situation, they have folded like paper napkins.
Well, the good thing is here, they've managed to pick up a few kills, but more importantly, got the information of where the respawns were coming in from C9. There's Eco, they're jumping up, but look at those shots coming in from Bubu. This man is really stepping up in these big moments here. Renegade with a big challenge, however, Falcated is going to be posting up in this corner, bound with another kill. That's 3 dead now for cloud9. Eco last alive, ball still in the hands of FaZe, but they need to hold on to it. You can see 2 seconds on the timer. They cannot let go of this ball. They need to turn this time deficit over, and they're picking up the kills to do so here. Where's 80-81? FaZe going to the lead here with 1 second left. FaZe will clutch up, and not many teams have done that against C9. They take the first round.
Unbelievable rotation from FaZe. Great positioning there from Falcated with the ball. Understood his assignment perfectly and crushed the project, giving his team the 1-round lead. Now as we go into round 2, a massive double kill is going to open up the map for FaZe once again from Bound, and it's yet again a hot start from FaZe that could potentially give them an opportunity here in round 2.
4 dead for C9 off the break. Camo in their hands as well, and now the battle is going to go down for not only the grapple, but maybe the shock rifle, and maybe the ball as well. Get that ball back.
I love it, man. It's in his head at all times. How am I going to safely get this ball here? Can I use the equipment in order to get it easier? Unfortunately, nobody on FaZe really in a position to pick that ball up, so even though it's in a good spot, they're gonna have to fend off these slays. And yes, you see Snipe Down pokes his head out, gets 2 information on StelluR, and that's gonna be all 4 dead when StelluR goes down. If he goes down, bubu finally finishes him, and that is going to be a massive kill because 4 dead for Cloud9 and some ball time is going to be the reward for bubu dubu and the rest of FaZe.
There's so much to break down there about that play from bubu dubu. It's Megamind play. It's above what most people can even think of doing. There's so much to talk about, which we'll, I'm sure, break down afterwards. But he's now moving that ball back again. The grapple has been influential in a way that we haven't seen at this level so far, and bubu is the man who's making the plays.
And this is what you wanted to see in Halo Infinite. Over time, the meta will start to develop. Players will start to perfect the ability to expand on all of the sandbox. You're seeing it right here and now. Bubu dubu teaching you that the grapple is not just a movement mechanic. It can move the objective to you very efficiently and effectively, and he has done such a good job trying to get that ball out of some bad situations where he probably would have lost his life if he didn't use that grapple. But unfortunately, FaZe really hasn't turned that into a score in this round too much, and because of that, you're seeing Cloud9 jump out to a lead, I believe, here shortly.
Camo going to be popping in a few seconds as well. Renegade is on top of it, and Renegade will pop it, and now he's got a sword as well. And a Renegade with no weapons is terrifying enough. Give him a camo, give him a sword, then this is going to be a massive moment here for FaZe, because he has the ability to make a big play here to get the numbers on the side of C9. They don't have the lead for now. The Oddball is down near them, but Falcated and Snipe down and picked up a couple of kills in quick succession here. C9 down to 2 players, which is why you're seeing Renegade just play this one as patiently as possible.
All right, the sword worked for him this time around, and Renegade finds the kill on the Snipe down, opens up this pipe area for his team, spots a second player, bottom double stack, able to finish off that, and Renegade giving his team that 2-man advantage here should also reward his team with a few points on this Oddball, taking the lead here shortly, I would believe. And I love the play by Renegade to not focus on the objective. Your job on this Cloud9 team is to main slay, and now Renegade is loose.
Renegade's loose. Can't quite connect this time, but there's the sword bound. He's going to take some damage as well. C9 starting to pick up the heat a little bit here, but the Oddball not in their hands for now. Finally, it will be in their hands. The game isn't won by kills here, whereas it's won by that objective efficiency. And Snipe down shuts down StelluR almost immediately. And with Renegade running around the map, causing carnage, C9 are losing kills in other positions. And now they've lost the Oddball too.
Yeah, it's a shame Cloud9 was not in a position to get that ball, or actually didn't take the positions to get control of that ball as Renegade went on that killing spree with the sword. It's plays like that that should result in immediately in the score line, but unfortunately, Cloud9 not able to play any objective, if at all, during that time period, keeping FaZe in the lead still, just 20-15. But you have to ask yourself, if you're Renegade, what more can I do to get our team some time?
bubu's got the ball back into blue as well. Renegade and StelluR going to be across the map. Renegade's going to be the first forward here down the long haul. StelluR picks up a kill in the feed, though, so it looks like bubu's going to be aware of that and puts himself in a position to relieve the pressure. Goes for the play ball. Repulsor comes in. Renegade catch that? No. Renegade's got slippy fingers, and at this point, that's a pretty good position to be in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Renegade comes off spawn from going on a killing spree with that sword, finds himself with a shock rifle, and it's another power weapon he's rewarded himself with. StelluR secured camo in the meanwhile, and now you're seeing Cloud9 with a lot of power on these two individual players. StelluR and Renegade, the two slayers for this squad. Let's see what they're capable of as StelluR jumps into yellow, finds the first, chooses to play his life well, grapple, and let's see if he himself uses it to grab the Oddball. No, he's going to take his time, find himself a kill first, and now he's going to do it. Heads up play, but unfortunately misses the ball. A little bit of a blunder, and this is time that Cloud9 needs.
This could have been 5, 6, 7 seconds. Add it all up. Finally, he's going to take the more traditional route here, StelluR, and pick the ball up using his hands. And he will get it back to Pipes. Bound with the kill, though. Once again, Cloud9 just 2 players alive. And this is something that stood out for me so far in this game, where it's the fact that C9 have very, very rarely been in a position to push numbers. FaZe have always picked up trades, always picked up opening kills in the battle, and it's showing in the scoreline.
Yeah, you're seeing Renegade get that first kill in the kill feed. Snipe down answers it, though, and StelluR in a good situation to continue to rack up some ball time. FaZe are going and have taken the lead now. And this is, I'm sorry, Cloud9 is now taking the lead in round 2, and this is big, right? Cloud9 has struggled throughout this entire first and second round so far to get any kind of a setup. And now, just like that, Cloud9 setup is broken. Once again, FaZe take the lead off of that beautiful play from Bound.
4 dead for C9. FaZe with complete control of the map, back into the lead, like you say, quite rightly. Camo going to pop in around 15 seconds as well. Renegade gets the first kill, but there is the exchange again, almost immediately. Wes, it's really impressive this from FaZe to allow C9 into positions to get a kill, fine, but you have to trade it out to keep the numbers on your side. C9 get the break though, snipe down last alive. C9 with a big break, Oddball in their hands.
Will cloud9 push this to a round 3? We're gonna find out here and now with the slays come through. Renegade Mangler camo in hand. You have to think it's gonna be Renegade that decides, is he gonna bring his team to a round 3? And this position is unbelievable. Falcated does get a trade, which is big, but unfortunately a trade probably not gonna do enough because Renegade is starting to go off.
Oh, the shock rifle from Bound though. Eco's running away with that Oddball. Tries to stay alive. Bound is doing it all at the moment. StelluR's trying to stay alive. StelluR's bottom middle one shot. Falcated moves in now. Everyone has to hit their shots in this game to be in with a chance of succeeding. And at the moment, both these teams are just going back and forth. It's blow for blow, but bubu dubu has that ball in his hands.
That's incredible. I had thought there was no chance FaZe comes out on top in those trades, especially with the Mangler damage that Renegade was able to provide early on in that fight. But no, FaZe answer back. They get the trades. They get the ball in hand and they get a few more points added to their score. Great shots from Falcated right here. Great teamwork from FaZe. Look at him swarm onto Renegade. Bound gets the kill, gets the oddball in hand, and now FaZe could potentially end game 1.
The aggression from FaZe is something that's been missing against Cloud9. Now they are holding down the gas pedal. When they have numbers, they will take the fight. 2-4, 3-4 for Cloud9. And with just 4 seconds left in this game, Wes, it looks like map number 1 will go to FaZe.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable how well FaZe is playing today. They use that same momentum, that same aggression, that teamwork that we saw against the Optic team earlier in the day. I wondered if they were going to be able to even like replicate that kind of gameplay, especially against a team like Cloud9. They come out in this series in game 1. They take both rounds in Oddball. It doesn't even see the light of day for a round 3. And it's off the back of just everyone seems to be clicking. Everyone seems to be on the same page and they're playing efficient objective while doing it.
One thing to point out as well that I think is worth noting, how many times have we seen C9 being the team in a close round to clutch up, Wes? This time in that round number 1, it was FaZe. 2 seconds left on that game timer and they managed to get it done. That's the difference here. Someone has stepped up and said, hey, we're not going to make a mistake here. We're not going to let Cloud9 do what Cloud9 do. We're going to be the ones to clutch.
Someone stepped up and it is Falcated with the most kills, most assists on his team. We didn't get a chance to see his damage, but an unbelievable game 1 for Falcated. And he really is a special talent on the upcoming Halo community that we don't talk about enough. How consistent I feel like he's playing at such a high level. And you see the rest of FaZe starting to step up around him. And this is an incredible performance from all of FaZe. I mean, bubu with the movement, the objective efficiency, his ability to use that grapple so many times to get out of a bad situation, to rotate the oddball just a little bit faster, to make the difference, to force Cloud9's hand. And FaZe have the winning recipe, at least on Recharge Oddball, to stay in this series and to make this a good one.
Well, we're going to go over to Live Fire Slayer next, and this is a map that earlier on Cloud9 lost to Space Station, I believe it was, 50-27. Now, maybe we won't read too much into that, but it's certainly something to keep in the back of your mind. So for FaZe, especially after winning a close game a little bit earlier on Strongholds, it was Strongholds, excuse me, on Live Fire, they're going to have fond memories of this map. And this could be an opportunity to go up 2-0, but I feel like it has to happen now for FaZe. If they let Cloud9 back in, they open that door, before you know it, it could be a 3-1 series.
Wouldn't that be something to go up 2-0 on Cloud9 in the winners finals? Wouldn't that be a story that FaZe wants to write? The potential is there. You know Cloud9 struggle in Slayers. They've already lost this today. Let's see if they can do it.
Here we go then. Time to FaZe up. If you're a FaZe fan, and for C9, need to just find a little bit of that magic that we know they have in their hands. Maybe that magic is going to be in the hands and at the end of the barrel of the sniper rifle here from Renegade. Good start here from C9. They have The weapons in their hands, and 1 kill advantage here for FaZe as well. So you have to say kills across the board pretty even, but when you come out of those battles with a sniper rifle in the hands of Renegade, you usually feel pretty confident.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric Rona actually gets away with the power up on the screen, but Renegade already with snipe in hand. If you think Cloud9 is going to go down without a fight, think again, because Cloud9, they smell blood in the water. They see camo when that player is invisible. And because of it, the takedown, snipe down right there. Good trades all around. And it does look like Eco Smith's going to be the last laugh, at least for now, on Live Fire Slayer as he gives his team the 1 kill lead.
Both teams just flying at each other at the moment. Eco is going to pick up the kill onto Snipe Down. Maybe we'll see this slow down for just a few seconds here. Although Renegade is already up in the faces of FaZe by the looks of things. bubu picks up one. Bound managed to get the trade onto Renegade. So now Eco is going to be trying to just make sure that this tower is cleared out. And it doesn't look like it's going to have to be checked for too long, as bubu will be found pretty quickly by him and a teammate.
This is a strange push, and oh my god, StelluR with the shot on the bound. That had to have been a great shot for him to hit that, but Snipe Down with the fight finds 2. And not only do you get Eco and StelluR down, you take your heat wave and the snipe out of their hands. That's a big double kill from Snipe Down.
But he's still going punch for punch at the moment. Falcated again with a kill onto Renegade. Eco trades it out though. Sniper rifle this time in the hands of Snipe Down. We didn't see Renegade do too much with it. Eco has to be very, very careful and has to shrink his neck for the last few seconds there. Snipe Down escapes, moves towards his teammates. But he's going to be chased down immediately. But my word, I don't know if that was a team nade that came in that kind of ruined StelluR's day, but it ruined it for sure.
Absolutely, that was a team nade, and what a better opportunity for Snipe Down to play his life and get a kill, and out of a terrible situation, you for sure get that kill if you're Cloud9 and that nade's not thrown. But already you're seeing it transition into a camo for Penguin. He finds himself a kill. StelluR finds another one, and Penguin slow playing this, getting his shield back, is going to have another opportunity as he looks to push these players for FaZe that are in a very bad situation. But 2 players push from top middle, take Penguin down, and that's no more camo for Cloud9 as well.
I mean, this aggression from FaZe is just, we haven't seen this before from them. They've kind of been stepping in how they want to play. Do they want to play a little bit more setup orientated, be a little bit more methodical? They just flew. They absolutely flew into the garage there from the A plat. And now Snipe Down has found himself a heat wave. It'll be traded out immediately. bubu with 1, 21-21. This could not be closer between the 2 teams. bubu with the kill onto StelluR. Big win here for FaZe.
Yeah, you got to think, what's StelluR doing challenging that? Does he expect bubu to miss those shots? Because he was down in that fight, and bubu easily gets that kill, tries to play his life, but good pressure all around. But, I mean, Mark, to your point, look how fast and chaotic this game looks from each player's point of view. It's because FaZe are trying to out Cloud9 right now, and it's working.
Penguin trying to escape, takes the damage from the frag grenade, but won't cost him his life. 4v4 across the map. Where did that sniper rifle go? Falcated's going to bring the numbers into FaZe's hands. Snipe Down with a double kill, with another kill, excuse me. It does look like Falcated managed to get the sniper rifle. Harrop going to be popping in around 25 seconds as well. So FaZe have control of the dummy side of the map, but here comes Penguin, gets that kill with the heat wave.
All right, Falcated, what do you have for us in game 2? Game 1's leading stat performer. Can he go off with the snipe? Unfortunately, pressure from too many angles comes through. Falcated loses his life, and that snipe once again into Renegade's hands. And not only that, but it looks like they're going to give him camo as well. And this could be the turning point in the series as he lands a body shot onto Falcated. Doesn't actually give for the camo though. He's going to give it to a teammate, I guess. Or he's just playing his life. I would have liked to see him try and pick up that camo, but Renegade knows more than I do because he's getting flanked from behind and is forced to give up that position and potentially this camo as well.
Looks like he's gonna play it perfectly because Bound gets dropped on his back. A headshot coming in from Renegade. Maybe just using that time that he had to bait the camo, now using the slide to get out of dodge and somehow managed to navigate his way around all of those frag grenades, taking no damage along the way. But even with these crazy plays, even with these snipes, even with the power-up control, looking like it was going into C9, it's still just 1 kill between the 2 teams. FaZe are matching them every single time they make some sort of play.
They're playing so well today. Every single game, they're playing so strong. You love to see someone try and push Cloud9 to their limits, and that's exactly what we're seeing here in this series. Already up 1-0, FaZe Clan is, but Cloud9, you have to think they're a resilient team. We know that they can bounce back from a loss. We know that they can still come through with not only this game 2, but this entire tournament, this series, find themselves in that grand finals. But they've slowed the game down. Both teams. What was once a chaotic game is now slowed down to a snail's pace. Teams looking for opening, and cloud9 gonna have the better of this situation with the snipe in hand. It'll be really interesting to see how Renegade plays this.
I mean, to show of respect from both teams here, recognizing that cloud9 have a sniper rifle. Okay, let's not show.
Oh.
However, that's root grenade might cause some problems. Bound gonna narrowly miss the shot. Penguin's gonna be trading out some kills. It looks like FaZe decided to try and make a push onto the tower, but C9 have held it off for now. Now they have their most established lead of the game so far. Renegade with the cleanup, Mangler in his hands. Sniper out of their hands as the ammo has expired. 6 seconds until that next one drops.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that push, right? You slowed the game down for a reason, and then you try to formulate this push. It doesn't go your way, and now cloud9 have a significant lead. They do get 2 unanswered kills here. Let's see if Renegade's able to do anything about it. 3 go down for cloud9. Camo is up, so maybe that push that looked like it was a fail, they've rebounded perfectly off respawn and look like they're going to be able to secure camo with a little bit of help with that.
Bound again. Just hitting shots, not just shots, but shots when they matter. 2 body shots, a clean up, and that will give cloud9 just 1 kill to play with now. They need 9, FaZe need 10, but camo and snipe is in the hands of Bound. Can this young man make a play?
A superstar in the making. This could be one of those moments that we remember from Bound's early years as he ripped StelluR's head off. StelluR didn't see it coming because he has this camo. Penguin doesn't see it coming either. Bound with another major headshot opens up the map for his team. Almost spawn snipes his teammate, but no, he's got a perfect position now on cloud9 trying to push out a house. Another body shot finished with the battle rifle. Perfect shots from Bound have kept his team in the lead.
1 kill the difference, even after I nearly got fined. Because holy something, that was good from Bound. But now he has to keep it going. It's not enough to do it once. He's gonna have to do something pretty crazy again. 3 bullets in the chamber here to work with. But can he hit a headshot? Can he give them the opening? Shots coming in from top middle from Penguin here. Bound's gonna play this one slow.
Look at all cloud9 making their way outside towards the camo. They know Bound is out here by green. I want to see Bound reposition towards this camo, especially it coming up in 15 seconds. You want to have a position on it. You want to get eyes on it. He's going to choose to push towards house, though. They're not going to give this camo up for free. And unfortunately, he's going to run right into an eco that has heat wave. Bad decision by Bound. Eco picks up a huge kill. Not only taking down Bound, getting the snipe out of his hand. And this could potentially be where cloud9 secure camo.
46-46, Eco has that sniper rifle. He's seen what Bound can do. Can you do something similar? Penguin pushed up to try and be the bait to a FaZe player to just pop a head round a corner. 47-47, Eco does hit that shot with the sniper rifle. Please go back to Eco Observer, because I want to see if he can clutch this game up right now. He's got the heat wave in his hands. He gets another kill as well. 48-47, as we have 2 kills now, as StelluR and Renegade will close the game out. C9 this time around have the ice. But I tell you what, when this series is done, I'm going to be exhausted.
Oh my God. Oh, FaZe is so close, going up 2-0 in a series against cloud9 in the winners finals. And it's just one decision that Bound's going to be kicking himself after the phenomenal plays from Bound with that snipe. The decision to try and push through A to defend that next camo respawning is going to be one that FaZe will regret, at least for the moment. You have to think, if you're Bound and you have snipe, you go back to tower, you get eyes on that camo, you have a power position to work around. Things could have gone very differently, but instead you meet Eco, you meet the heat wave, and it was Eco that makes the play of the game. A wise decision to anchor that base and not have everyone focus on camo, and because he makes that decision, he wins his team the game.
I think Bound maybe is an experience thing in those situations. You need to make the mistake to make sure you don't make it again, right? He just did some of the most ridiculous stuff we've seen in the Halo Championship Pro Series so far towards the end of that game, and you can't blame him, right? The adrenaline's going to be flying through you. You think you're going to be able to make the play to win the game for your team, go 2 up. But sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and slow things down. That shot as well onto Penguin. I mean, the pressure that is under in these shots is, it cannot be explained, people at home. It's just unimaginable, but maybe just a little bit overzealous, as the cat ears will flop this time.
I mean, it's the one gun you don't want to run into, right? It's the one player on the map you don't want to see in your face as you slide in. I was wondering what this play was going to be because they waited till about 15 seconds for Bound to kind of react to Camo coming up. And at that point, Bound's kind of pressed to get there, right? He can't take his time. So he has to slide into Big Door. He has to sprint, slide in there, trying to make sure he's there on time to help compete for Camo. And unfortunately, I mean, Cloud9 just get the better of that situation. The veterans play the close game to a T. They find themselves fighting back in this series now, all tied up going into a map 3 of Street Strongholds.
Well, here we go then. We saw a close one between these two teams previously when we were on this exact map on Strongholds. Let's see if we can see it again. Falcated's triple kill was something of note that we were talked about for quite some time, but off the break here, it's going to be 3 dead for FaZe. C9 off the back of that last win. Starting our next game with some momentum here, but sniped down again. 2 kills for him. That's 3 dead, and the rocket's in his hands as well.
Yeah, 2 kills, but more importantly, takes down the rocket player. Actually has both rockets still to work with, and this could be a huge push for Snipe Down fans as he finds himself an assist, a kill, and an opening for the rest of FaZe to look to trip cap early in this game.
Renegade's trying to stay alive at the back of the C here. Both players from Cloud9 are trapped. I like the aggressive push again from FaZe. They have AB control and they will be scoring, and they will be up by around 15 or so points by the time that C9 get anywhere near a stronghold. But for now, it looks like the control is trying to be held at B. That opening kill is massive, but here's a flank coming in from Eco. And just to pick up 1, but he'll be taken down as well. StelluR last alive now for C9.
3 dead. Yeah, 3 dead. StelluR, last guy alive, needs to try and play his life. But right now, FaZe look like they're doing a phenomenal job of dominating once again in the slays. Snipe Down at 6-1-1 is showing you that Snipe Down is back in Halo Infinite and he's here to make a statement. It's only a matter of time till he had one of these days, I said, and it could be that today is the Snipe Down day that we remember.
He's going to have to keep it up, not just for this game, but for the rest of the series as well, because any kind of foot being taken off the gas here by any player, and I mean from either team, is probably going to cost you a game at the moment. C9 managed to get control of B. A good push from them. 50-8 the score. First time that we've seen FaZe on the back foot so far in this game. How can they respond now, Wes? As we're going to see Falcated in a 1v, and he wins it against Renegade.
Not often do you see one-on-ones won against Renegade, but that's how special of a talent Falcated can be. He's so consistently good at getting his kills and not letting players like Renegade get the better of him, and that's a massive opening. Because Renegade gets taken down, they get the spawns they need, they get the push they need, and he's able to secure B for the meantime. But Renegade right off spawn finds himself with a kill onto B and recaptures it for Cloud9. So just like that, you're gonna have to kill Renegade more than once to try and win this game.
Yeah, it's hard enough when he's just standing there with a stalker rifle, a bit of drop wall in front of him. It becomes even more difficult. And look at the awareness of the spawns as well. Shots onto Bound means that Penguin can now move in from bottom middle to collect the rockets here for Cloud9. It's a triple cap for them. Complete control for Cloud9, and they know where FaZe is spawning. Rockets gonna connect here from Penguin as well. The damage being done.
Trades do come through though for FaZe. So those rockets did a ton of damage, but 3 go down for Cloud9. Somehow FaZe still win that fight, even with that rocket damage from Penguin. Although StelluR, last guy alive, able to do some work with the Bulldog shotgun, able to get that player out of B. Can't quite hop in it yet as he has multiple pressure from tires and flowers from multiple members of FaZe, but StelluR dips dodge and secures B as he looks to be aggressive now with this Bulldog shotgun in the back pocket.
Oh, what a ridiculous play that was from StelluR. I'm not quite sure how he's alive, let alone how he's managed to control B for this entirety of this life that he's had in front of him. BC still in control, but as I say, that looks like FaZe have made the push onto C now. So StelluR's going to be thinking about kills, and he's going to pick one up onto Bound as well. The beatdown giving him the killing spree as he tries to survive now. FaZe 2 dead. StelluR making the move from PD towards A.
As the slays start to even up in the scoreboard, so does the score itself. You're seeing 3 strongholds all being transferred in different directions, but it's going to be Cloud9 that get the better of these 3 as B actually gets reset, C gets captured, and A gets captured. And now we're looking at 4 dead for FaZe, a trip cap for Cloud9, and this is a very dangerous spot for FaZe because we've seen Cloud9 run with trip caps and in games just like this one they have now.
See Snipe Down trying to bait out that stronghold, but StelluR's too wise for that. C9 now have the lead, and they have somewhat of a lead as well. A and B in their control. At least FaZe have managed to get control of C for a few moments, and FaZe have also somehow managed to get away with 2 rockets. So bubu has the chance now just to slow this game down, play for a few kills. Renegade will be found, and now FaZe can move up the map. Good job here from bubu to create that space we talk about so much.
Yeah, bubu actually finds 2. Unfortunately, Snipedown does go down, so it's a 3v2 in this situation, making it a 2v2 as Bound goes down. Bubu eats a nade, and Eco makes the play to keep his team in control. Now over 50 points. Eco looks to press the 3 cap once again. Can't find the double, but that would have been something special for Eco Smith and put a lot of pressure on FaZe. So that was a big kill from whoever was in train.
Okay, it's still alive. Renegade manages to take him down, though. A and B in the control of C9, but with Renegade lurking around the back of C, he's going to be able to pinch these spawners. Snipe down in a 1v1. You have to win that if you're sniped down, just to give the rest of your teammates some room to breathe. He won it, and he's done exactly that. It looks like FaZe now make the move onto A.
Yeah, they are going to have an AC setup here as Penguin looks to push front trees, and Snipedown and his teammate able to take him down. Snipedown needs to stay alive here, though. This setup is so difficult to hold. We see only Sentinels really have success here in tournament play with this setup. And you know that FaZe want to look to try and push B, but they know they have to play this one patiently, get some slays. And just like that, Falcated, bubu, they both find 1. Penguin gets the better of bubu right there, but it's immediately traded out. 3 go down for cloud9, and we could be looking at a FaZe trip cap very shortly.
We could. How quick are they going to move on to B, though? We're going to allow the spawns to come in, because it looks like Red Room and B is where those spawns have come in now for cloud9. StelluR and Penguin trying to rotate back to C.
They have these players
waiting. Yeah, like, I mean, Bound trying to do what he can. I think he's just waiting for some teammates to come and help him, but no one was there.
Oh my God, that push. You hate to see that. If you're Bound, you know you're by yourself. You want to play that a little bit slower, and unfortunately, cloud9 somehow looked like they were trapped downhill, able to come out on top with the slays. And because of it, they're going to flip the map entirely. Going to be looking at an AC setup themselves, but no. C actually gets reset for the moment. It looks like bubu across the map made the play to reset C. Slays do come through once again for FaZe, and 3 go down for cloud9 as well.
What a run this has been from FaZe, by the way. It hasn't been the cleanest of holds for them, but with this hold, BC in their hands, and also a rocket launcher, by the looks of things, or the sounds of things, maybe they can take the lead here. 144 and rising. C9 stuck on 150 for now, and it looks like Eco, after that double kill, is going to make the play onto B here. FaZe won't be able to go into the lead. C9 will turn back over B.
It's still such a close game, still so much to be determined, but you cannot let cloud9 start to dominate the map control story. FaZe has done such a good job to get out of these situations so far throughout this game. Can they do it once more with this push?
Snipedown picks up 1 with the grenade. StelluR is going to be working with Renegade, who once again has the protection of the drop wall, and now the push is coming in. So it looks like FaZe have made the commitment towards B. StelluR's going to be trying to move up to help out his teammates, but Snipedown again with a 1v1 win. Snipedown picking up a double kill as well. Eco now last alive, looking to move in to clean up these kills. Gets one onto Snipedown, but there's Bound with the Stalker rifle. FaZe get control of B. They get control of A as well by the looks of things. They have a triple cap, and FaZe, if they hold this for just a few moments, will turn the lead in their favor.
That jump is huge because he's going to get the first couple of shots on the Eco. Because he's coming from that direction, Eco doesn't assume that there's a player in that back commando side. They are going to be able to stop the bleeding of the trip cap with the control of C, but a great job here by Falcated to apply some pressure, stay alive, find himself a kill. But unfortunately, 3 go down for FaZe in the meanwhile, an A already being transferred in cloud9's favor. So you saw FaZe take a lead for just a brief second, but the slays come through, and once again the team at the deficit, at the disadvantage, has come out on top in the slays. As rockets come off respawn, you're seeing the battle go down now.
What a series this is. B is going to be turned over by C9. C goes in control of FaZe, so C9 will be scoring. They will take the lead in just a few moments as well, but bubu with the rockets is going to connect with the body and also get the kill as he falls into the grave. 2 dead though for FaZe. C9 looking to answer back, but look at this again. The pace is being matched here by FaZe. They're on top of A. Bound making the play. Renegade trying to slow it down.
On top of A, and now once again an AC setup for FaZe Clan. They're going to start to lose B. What's the decision here? It's going to be to push B as C gets transferred over. So cloud9 once again stuck in back tram. Look to try and push out. If FaZe can get a few rounds of slays, they can take this game 3.
FaZe go into the lead here. We've seen it back and forth, leads exchanged between these two teams. StelluR now trying to push bubu and will win. They fight Eco and StelluR both almost simultaneously win the fights to give C9 an advantage. Drop wall goes down here. StelluR trying to push inside. Might be able to use it in his favor now as the push will come in from FaZe, but it looks like B will be turned back over by C9. But while all this is happening, look what's happening at C.
Yeah, C does get transferred over, but that's Cloud9's Q. Hey, we got A for free because all of FaZe just ended up spawning at C, and the pressure is on in the back of C. Still Eco. You know Cloud9 like to push this C stronghold. They know they like to have a trip cap, and Eco already with the pressure finds one. And now if bubu loses this fight, it could be big. But bubu comes out on top in a crucial 1v1 to keep his team at just a 2-cap deficit instead of a 3-cap. Cloud9 may have been able to end it just there with that one-on-one, but bubu keeps this game going on for a little bit longer, but FaZe are going to have one, maybe two pushes to their names.
Rockets are coming up as well in a few moments. Renegade has the Bulldog all stacked over at B. Spike grenade's going to be blown up. StelluR going to move in to pick up the Rockets. FaZe need to be perfect here, and FaZe don't have much time to play with. 2:35 and moving upwards here. bubu with a kill on the feed. The play is at B, and it looks like B will be turned over, but can they survive now with StelluR, coming forward with the Rockets, with Renegade, with the Bulldog, or C9 just baiting this stronghold for a few moments to get the kills and turn it back in their favor?
Yeah, such a patient play by StelluR. It pays off. Both Rockets find kills. A great push from StelluR has secured both B and C now for Cloud9. FaZe immediately have to hop into A, and at 2:43 they have such little time to get in another stronghold.
This is going to be game here. B, C, and StelluR picking up kills means game 3 will go to C9, and it was brilliant. Those final moments to not panic, to bait B, to turn it back over. It's showing that Cloud9 have still got that chill factor about them. They go up 2-1 in the series.
That ice in their veins when it comes down to a one-play difference in the end of both of these games. Cloud9 have come out on top. We saw such a close game 1 victory from FaZe, but since then, they haven't been able to stop the ice of Cloud9. And you really have to settle yourself if you're FaZe and say, hey, we are in the position to close these games out. Let's just slow it down and finish how we want to. It was a double cap control for FaZe when they were looking at all of Cloud9 spawning in Tram, and somehow they lose that fight as Cloud9 starts to fight uphill and push the B stronghold. Somehow Cloud9 are able to come out on top, and that is that's a situation that you cannot lose if you're Cloud9, or if you're FaZe, I'm sorry.
We'll have a look at some of the highlights, and there are a lot to talk about, but it was just, it was a war. It was a battle between these two teams in this game number 3. StelluR with some big plays, and one thing I wanted to point out about how well StelluR actually played in that game as well was not just the amount of times that he managed to get kills, Wes, but staying alive in situations where FaZe had to find him. FaZe had to make a play to get that kill, otherwise you come behind enemy lines and just be a nuisance, so to speak. And those extra few seconds make all the difference here on this Street Strongholds game type.
Yeah, StelluR is a player that's going to give you nothing. He's going to make you work for every single kill you get on him. And it was really his route with the Rockets. The patient play, the understanding, hey, I'm losing teammates over at B. Your lives are lost. When you guys get off respawn, look to push because I'll be ready then. And the fact that he was able to get Rockets unscathed, get to a secure location, relocate, and then get in a position to where he could successfully push with numbers after getting that first pick was the difference in that game 3. We're hopping into game 4 now. It's going to be Aquarius, CTF, and Cloud9 have been very dominant on this game type in the past, especially in tournaments. If you're FaZe, you have to find a way to push this the distance.
Well, here we go then, game number 4 of the series, and it has been an incredible watch so far between these two teams. We'll start off with the point of view of Renegade, the man who made the plays towards the end of that game with a Bulldog in his hands. A couple of kills going to be exchanged, but it's actually FaZe who find themselves 4 dead off the rip. What an opening strat that was from C9. Camo in the hands of Renegade. He's got thrust to work with as well. Not the best start here if you wanted to see FaZe on the front foot.
Not what you want to see at all if you're a FaZe Clan fan, because Renegade with this camo is known to be a nuisance, known to do so much work, and already finds himself the first kill, spots a second. That's a perfect kill for Renegade on screen, and that's 3 dead for FaZe once again.
Renegade now moving into utility, trying to move across the bridge in towards the base. A couple of players from FaZe are going to be in the back of the base, though, and they might be able to hunt him out, but I tell you what, those commando shots, they're pretty good. That recoil control looking pretty spicy from Renegade. Bound now coming off the respawn in the refrigerator, manages to do the damage to at least allow Snipe Down to get some kills, but C9 find themselves 2 dead, but so do FaZe. Important 1v1 in the base here, and Falcated once again wins it.
Yeah, even though Renegade did some serious work with that camo, props to FaZe for having the defense that they just had, defending it off, and now fighting for map control now that they've gotten the Slays and Cloud9 out of their base. You dodged a bullet there, but you can't continue to give those camos away to Renegade. But for now, no harm, no foul.
Eco gonna challenge bubu. Eco, that's a combination of the two. Maybe a love child that will be found in the future, but not for now, as Penguin finds himself now last player alive. FaZe also find themselves with only 1 player on the map. It's going to be Bound here, trying to be aggressive, trying to put the pressure on. Has the heat wave in his hand, but look at C9 trying to hunt him down almost immediately.
I love how Bound's able to get out of there, at least for now. Does good damage on the Eco, immediately gets traded out from bubu, and that's a great job by him to just get that heat wave away from the enemy team. They do have a Snipe Down in their base to deal with, and StelluR, he's going to have help from Renegade. So now it's going to be last guy alive, Bound in the back of Cloud9's base. StelluR is going to wait wisely for a teammate as they look to try and push this. And I mean, Cloud9 is just so good at understanding the situation, the assignment, and then waiting for teammates or challenging necessarily and appropriately. And that's why this defense looks so strong right now.
Renegade has a second camo as well. Flag is away. Sniper's going to be on the return, but I tell you what, the Pulse Carbine, every single burst that thing hits, it hits hard. And now Bound might find that out himself. The flag is moved back by Eco. This is going to be the first flag going in for Cloud9, 1-0, and Renegade in position with 3 dead for FaZe to run the second.
Yeah, the double cap is a very strong reality right now as Renegade does get knocked to no shield here, still gets the flag across halfway. Nobody from Cloud9 is going to be shooting focused on Renegade, so this is going to be the second flag going in, and it's all because Renegade's work that he was doing in the enemy base when the first flag was being run.
Penguin gets met by a team nade off of the respawn, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure he's going to be more than happy that he sees Renegade putting that flag in after all of C9's hard work. The flag going to be tossed out again. FaZe, though, managed to get 3 dead here. Penguin last player alive with the commando, and again, those shots just eliminating Bound. There's a heat wave, though, to try and match him. bubu with a kill. Now an opportunity to move the flag for FaZe.
It's unbelievable how talented these guys are with that commander rifle. Such a difficult weapon to master, but they're making it look easy. They're securing such quick kills with it because of it. They're creating such a great opening for their team. StelluR does find a kill onto the flag carrier, but can't quite get to the flag return because Bound off the skies of top Dynamo is able to find that kill. Kills do come through for both sides. Dubu with some great nades could potentially get his team 1 step closer to tying this game up. But now he gets taken down. 2 go down for Cloud9, and this flag should go in for FaZe, but not without a great deal of Cloud9 suppression on the way there.
Renegade trying to push into the base, and Renegade combining with StelluR is going to be able to do some work. StelluR somehow still alive in the base, and even though FaZe have managed to put that flag home, the opportunity for a counter cap is there for C9. 3 players dead here for FaZe. C9 already getting that flag moving, and Renegade survives as well.
Can they finish off Renegade before he can get this flag too far is the question, because Eco finds a kill in the kill feed on the Falcated. They do get nades onto him before he makes it through the doorway, but now it's up to the rest of FaZe to try and find kills. Bound with 2 could be the difference maker here on this 3rd flag run for FaZe. Falcated a little bit late to the party, but it doesn't matter because the rest of the boys in blue are here to punch that one in. StelluR himself punches it in and takes the lead 3-1 early still in this game.
FaZe had to commit so many resources to getting that flag back inside of their base, and the counter cap opportunity was there, and C9 did not fumble it. Eco inside of utility once more, just trying to survive for now. Falcated trying to loop back to make sure that he's not too much of a problem. 2 kills do go in the favor here of C9. But that will actually, of FaZe, the C9 find themselves down by 3. Players going to be ticking away inside utility as the Dynamos will go down as well. As now the heat wave is going to be the difference maker maybe here for FaZe to create the opening to get that flag off the stand.
Bound wants to try and go for this fight, knowing that he needs to try and get this game a little bit closer in the scoreline, but unfortunately, nades come through. He gets rocked to no shield. Falcated with a big double in the kill feed is going to open up the base of Cloud9, and that's Bound's cue to get this flag the hell out of the base and punched in to try and keep your team in this series.
We were talking about fast penguins last week with flag runs, but this guy is just living up to his name as he bounds across the map with a drop slide to get the flag off the stand, and FaZe now find themselves just one flag away, and Falcated is moving the second flag as well. It could be back to back here, and we could have a tie game.
Unbelievable. Falcated already gets this flag to halfway. FaZe are gonna have to get a few kills if they want to punch this one in, but bubu with the slide gets it a little bit farther than it could have been. But no, 3 dead for FaZe, and Falcated, we know he's coming off spawn. He's not going to be in a great position at all to try and contest this. It looks like Cloud9 may have stopped this third cap from going in.
They've stopped it, and they've also, have to say to FaZe, even though they were coming off the respawn and find themselves in a tough spot there, managed to shut down the camouflage, and that is really, really important for them to do. And look at those shots coming in from bubu dubu. The man is starting to feel himself a little bit here. It is back and forth between these two still in our map number 4, 3-2. The difference between the teams, one flag, and FaZe will tie this up. But for C9, you feel like they get another flag on the board. That could be the dagger in the heart of FaZe.
Yeah, you do not want to go down 2 flags, especially going under 5 minutes here shortly. There's not going to be a ton of time left in this game, so players need to figure out a way to tie this game up for FaZe. Renegade's gonna look to try and run another flag, gonna try and spawn kill Snipedown as well, but Snipedown gets the better of him with that melee battle, and because of it, he denies any opportunity Cloud9 has with that flag run. But they need to do much more on the offensive side if they want to tie this one up, even take the lead to push this to a game 5.
Love this positioning here from Snipedown as well. The front of the base is such an underrated place to actually play here on Aquarius. There's the thrust as well, but Renegade is going to be able to reposition to make sure he hits the shots that he needs to survive. And now he's going to go back to the fridge. We've all been there before. As now C9 look to stabilize on the map a little bit here. I think you're starting to see both teams showing the respect that they kind of deserve after the series they've had at the moment between each other. Nobody wants to make that mistake because they know how it can hurt. Now Renegade has some work to do because he has to flank these players and get the kills. Otherwise, C9 can find themselves with a snipe down in the base, and that's never a good place to find yourself.
He has work to do. He puts his hard hat on. He finds himself the first kill. Can he defend this flag for his team? Can he buy time for his team to come off respawn? He's looking for these players, and he runs into a bound that's no shield, and Renegade, the work is done. A great job by him to slay out of his base, come back to his flag, understand that he needs to make sure that FaZe does not get that flag out the door, and because of it, they keep this lead for now.
Penguin gets taken down. However, it's on the defensive side here. bubu trying to stay alive with this camo. Is this the opening that could be created here for FaZe? Camo in the hands of bubu, picks up 1 kill, pick up 2 kills, and all of a sudden this is a flag moving. That's 3 dead momentarily for C9. He gets that flag all the way back to his teammates as well. He has the thrust. Is there a teammate there to continue the run though? That's the question. He didn't quite manage to get through that door, and that could be the difference here, Wes, and that flag being moved or not.
Yeah, I don't agree with that run. That angle is directly open to the players that are going to be spawning in that fridge area, and because of it, that flag is so difficult to try and move now that it's stuck down in front of that doorway. It's such an easily nadeable spot as well. So they're going to have to slay once again if they want to try and get this flag on the move. And unfortunately, multiple members of FaZe are starting to drop.
Just under 3 minutes left in this game. C9 just need to hold on. FaZe need to go forward. They need to get inside that base. 2 players fall on either side for now. Bound going to be on the back foot as Eco tries to put the pressure back onto FaZe. Does not fear no man whatsoever. Snipedown though. Oh, it had to be careful there as the thrust did come in. Renegade looking to clean things up, but Snipedown has to be careful as he does some big damage once more. Bound taken down by StelluR. It's just carnage across the map at the moment, and all the kills happening at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, but the carnage and the 50-yard line kills typically will benefit Cloud9 in this situation unless bubu-dubu's in your flag. He's able to get a kill. He's able to get the flag run. He's able to get a shield back, but nades come through. They take him down, and now multiple members of FaZe have to decide very quickly who's running, is it, who's slaying, and we need to get kills because if we can get this flag in, we can tie this one up.
Oh, the flag is just not being the friend of FaZe right now, but it is going to be going home. 3-3. Oh my word. Everything coming together for FaZe there. bubu picking up a kill. bubu getting the flag moving. Falcated exchanging kills across the map as well. And with 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock, Wes, Bound has a camo, and FaZe look to move forward again.
I love this play from Bound. I love the angle that he's taken, the direction with this play. They're going to have information that he's here. Eco with the predictive nade receives some damage. So good damage by Bound. That's going to allow him to press this after he dodges that nade. Unfortunately, that second shot from Renegade bottom middle just gave away his location. So he wisely readjusts, finds himself a Renegade kill, but Eco still to deal with back this base. I love this aggression from Bound, but he's gonna have multiple members to deal with, and he's all by himself. You want to see him play his life a little bit better. Camo is erased, and Cloud9 somehow get out of that situation that was looking grim.
Cloud9 have got to be careful here. You can see 3 players inside of the base. They lose the kills here, and all of a sudden, this is bad news. The flag is going to be moved. StelluR manages to pick that up, and that is huge for Cloud9 to not go down without a trade there. As now they can fight forward for map control. 3-4 for FaZe. Cloud9, it was a risky play, one that was necessary, but they come out on top.
Big kill from bubu to reset the map right there. If he doesn't get that, you're going to look at a Cloud9 push that probably would have been very successful given the map control that they have, but that kill subsides that push for the meantime.
Penguin taken down bottom middle. 2 kills fall for Cloud9. Renegade now caught in a little bit of a predicament here. Wes, does he go forward? Does he look for a pull? Does he give the information? He's now relying on his teammates to pick up these kills, because if they don't, Renegade is going to find himself in a very tough position.
He's about to do so much damage to these players. Bubu not to have shield, about to have to force FaZe's hand now that he's got the flag out of the base. He's going to actually run it top pink. I don't remember the